What's going on, Geminis? We're going to go ahead and jump into your December 2022 weekly reading here. It's going to be your reading from December 12th until the 18th. We're going to take a look at your overall energy, current energy, challenge, near future. So let's pull your overall energies: King of Pentacles, current energy, High Priestess, your challenge, near future. Also, we're going to take a look at the transits as well for the week. I'll probably chime in on them every now and then when I'm channeling the reading, especially if I see a lot of pattern recognition in regards to what's going on in the astrological energies that could be influencing your sign. So let's take a look. We're going to pull and we're going to look at the position of something that you're unaware of, how to get through your challenge, and you have the outcome. And I'll also pull a final outcome at the end as well. You do have the King of Pentacles here for the overall energy for the week. So I feel like for some of you, you could be really starting to get things in order when it comes to work, things that you're working on, business, career. Could be making even more money with the King of Pentacles this week, or there could be some sort of increase as well. You do have this Pluto card too. I'm going to pull two more other oracles as well if you're newer to the channel. So I do get that there's a big rebirth going on for you at this time. And I would really listen to your own internal voice, the intuition right now, with the High Priestess being in your energy, which I feel like that's where it is, that's where your energy is at mostly right now, is in this energy of the High Priestess. So let me pull the rest of your oracle cards here. This card keeps coming out, man. This Diamond card. It says Diamond Radiance here. And you are your greatest gift. Your life's journey is your masterpiece here. And if you think about a masterpiece, the temperance really does come through when you are creating some sort of masterpiece. It's like finding what works and discarding what doesn't work. It's like taking a stone and chipping away at it and building something beautiful in your life. And I get that's where you're at right now. You're becoming the architect of your life. Sorry. All right, let's jump into your reading. King of Pentacles. Like I said, I feel like this is going to be a week to where stability, your resources, things in regards to even business matters or work matters. I feel like things that the focus is going to be, that's like your overall energy here. You do have the High Priestess, so some of you guys could have a psychic business. The High Priestess is a psychic card. You know, it's the know thyself. It's the very intuitive energies, being able to see, behind the veil, if you want to say. So for some of you, it's like you could be starting a business, or you already have a business in regards to psychic things, or even like divination, or you could even be creativity, I feel, as well, artists and stuff like that, or art. I know that's not all of you, but I do get overall here with the High Priestess, the archetype coming through in your energies right now. The High Priestess is a card of being still and learning how to really listen to your own intuition when it comes to making decisions. And it's also like self-exploration, right? Like you discovering more about yourself. Like they say, like the more time you spend alone, the more you know yourself, or the more you become to know yourself. Especially if you've been out like way too much and you haven't been connecting to yourself, or you have just been feeling disconnected to yourself. That's what I'm getting here. I feel like you're starting to realize your gifts about your life, or about you, like your own gifts that you can bring to the world here. Some of y'all got Earth in y'all's chart. All right, let's jump into this. You have the Temperance card, and like I was saying, you being the architect of your life and you creating your own masterpiece here, I feel like you're realizing like everything comes from within. It comes from you. It's like if you want to make something happen, then you have to make it happen. And the Temperance is in the challenge. So right now I feel like it's like you're kind of going back into like back to pen and paper, metaphorically speaking, and redoing things, possibly even coming up with other ways of creativity to express yourself, or to do other things, or to make other things. But the Temperance is a card, is like finding what works and discarding what doesn't work. And I just feel like right now it's like you're in this alchemy energy of seeing what's going to work and what's not going to work here. The Seven of Cups in your near future, I do feel like there's opportunities here, and it's really up to you, Gemini, whether or not you want to go along with these opportunities. I get that your imagination and visualization is being enhanced as well for the week. Sorry, I just drank a lot of sparkling water, so I'm just like fucking bloated. Anyways, Seven of Cups is here in your near future. So like I said, I think there's a lot of opportunities, Gemini. or newer ones coming in. And for some of you, it's kind of, I really like this, because have you ever meditated and it's like you just like get to a point of stillness to where you're really connected to yourself? And it doesn't even have to come through meditation. It can come through when you're even on a run or when you're just in the flow of things. It's like you're for some reason, gold comes from it. Ideas, thoughts, newer things that you can visualize for yourself in your future, things that you want to experience here. And just in general, I feel like you're opening yourself up to newer experiences and starting to embrace newer things here. Whether they're coming in or whether you're literally taking abstract concepts and creating them. So the energies of manifestation, speaking of manifestation, the energies of manifestation are very high for you at this time. So I feel like the universe is wanting you to use it to the best of your ability here. The magician's how you get through your challenge. Well, the magician is like using all the resources and the skills at your disposal to manifest what it is that you're trying to manifest here. As above, so below. And it's about using all your talents and all your skills that you have. This is a mercurial card, or mercurial energy, and you're ruled by Mercury, Gemini. So when it comes to this card being ruled by Mercury, it's very related to you. This is Gemini, Virgo energies. So it's about pattern recognition, understanding, taking ideas, communication, relaying it to other people, being able to see what works, what doesn't work, being crafty, Gemini, making stuff happen as well, using your willpower to get things done. So that's how I feel like you'll be able to manifest the things that you're wanting. And you know what I'm getting here? And now we're going into the astrology, because now I see the pattern coming through in this reading. With the sun in your 7th house of relationships, it will square Neptune that's in your 10th. So whenever you have like a square to Neptune, it does kind of bring a very powerful, elusive imagination to where it's like you can start to think outside the box. I would say the only thing to really look out for with a square is not to get too delusional. It's like to it has to work, right? You can't just get lost in such an abstract idea. Like you have to try to manifest it for one, but it's like staying in reality, not getting too sucked into some sort of illusion, or inflating something so big when in reality it's like you can only have so much of what it is that you're trying to manifest, right? So I think it's about keeping perspective here as well with that square. And I feel like this could even be in regards to you wanting to possibly network and connect with other people as well when it comes to work, business relationships, commerce, and stuff like that. So yeah, but the sun will also in your 7th house will be sextiling Saturn as well as we start the week on the 12th, which Saturn's in Aquarius in your 9th house. So this could be you. It could be opportunities that are needing to be acted upon to be able to expand your empire, to be able to expand your vision that you have for yourself and your career and your goals and everything like that. And the reason why I say that as well is because the 3 of Wands is also here in the position of something that you're unaware of. So you are making progress here. And the 3 of Wands is a card of staying in the process after you've already initiated something. So if you're working on something, it's like telling you, it's like your ships are close to coming in, but it's still going to take work here. But it's telling you to keep your head up in the meantime and continue to work as well. So Knight of Wands is in your outcome, which I feel like this could be you sort of acting on something that you're very passionate about, or something that you're desiring, that you're taking a leap into or taking action toward. It wouldn't surprise me if Geminis, even if you're not into metaphysical things, I feel like you may be dibbling and dabbling in it, buying tarot decks or, divination things, because, Venus is there in your 8th house. 8th house is a house of the metaphysical, the invisible, right? The supernatural things, channeling, divination, astrology. Mercury's there as well, the mercurial energies that are coming through. So, you could be getting in deeply into, metaphysical things. 8th house is the energy of life force as well, so you could be finding yourself with more sort of this potent energy that you've been feeling, especially with this Pluto card coming through. Even though this says rebirth, some of you guys could be going through a massive transformation. You do have the Temperance in your challenge. But it's like you're mining for gold here, and you're really going to the places where nobody else is thinking about going when it comes to creativity. And also, you could be working with the law of attraction. And if you're not working with the law of attraction, well, I'm telling you right now, it's really active for you. So, and you do have the diamond radiance, like you're looking for treasure, Gemini. I think you're going deep. You're looking for the gold, the diamonds here. And you know what they say? They also say pressure creates diamonds, and the temperance is one of those cards after, because before the temperance is a death card. And so when things are at an extreme, when the pressure's building, when the Pluto energy is going on, it goes to the temperance, to where there's a recreation now. So you're looking to recreate here. Some of you guys could literally be working with crystals as well. I'm seeing that. All right, let's clarify here. Some of you guys may be meeting a fire sign as well. If you're, it could be love or platonic. I do see a fire sign in your energy. So let's see, Geminis. Let's clarify the rest of your reading. I almost for a second thought that my camera was not recording. All right, clarify this King of Pentacles, the Moon card. Some of y'all going down the rabbit hole, Gemini. The Moon card could also talk about heightened intuition as well. Being able to sense and see behind the veil, like I was talking about before. And you could just be getting into psychic work here as well, or you could just be noticing that just your intuition and your psychic senses are heightened. You know what I mean? You don't have to literally be a psychic, but we all have psychic senses. So let's get more into this, Gemini. I also feel like you're in a period of innovation as well, right? When we talk about the Moon card, it is a period of innovation to where you're planting new seeds, especially when it comes to work and career and business. So I feel like the universe is wanting you to keep it going, to make sure that you're nurturing and nourishing your newer ideas to be birthed. Queen of Pentacles on the High Priestess here. Yeah, I feel like it's like you're looking here. You're looking. I also feel like you're listening and you're keeping your eye open for opportunities, especially when it comes to networking and stuff, or meeting newer people, or expanding your resources, or even like finding newer outlets when it comes to career and stuff. And when it comes to your stability world here as well, even your home life, I get for some of you, Gemini, you could be keeping a little bit more private. The Hierophant on the Temperance card, I do feel like your beliefs are going through a restructuring period as well. With the Hierophant being here, you're reorganizing things because I feel like they need to be reorganized. It's almost like when you have a faulty link in a chain, like it needs to be replaced, right? Metaphorically speaking. And I get that that's sort of like a process that you're, something like that's going on where you're having to, like for instance, like if there's a belief that's not working for you anymore, right? It's just constantly causing you not to evolve or to expand, or you're constantly getting some sort of resistance in your life because of this faulty belief. I feel like it's like you're in an energy of alchemy to where it's like you could be learning more, studying more, and that's the challenge. You're just having to open up and grow and expand. And that's what I'm talking about with Saturn being in your 9th house, right? 9th house is Hierophant energy and Temperance energy, if you want to be real. Both cards of higher levels of education and learning, and application as well. So, and with the Sun, again, in your 7th house of relationships, sextile Saturn in your 9th, it could be it could also, there could be like partnerships or relationships here as well. So, but I think it's a day, the 12th, around that energy, around that time will be a day when you're realizing, you could be learning newer things and having to see like what you like and what you don't like, what's going to work in your relationships and your partnerships, home life, work life. 7 of Cups, 7 of Wands is in your near future here. You got to go after what it is that you want, which I feel like that's what you're doing here. There's sort of a tension around it as well, because it's like there's personal things that you want, and it may clash with how you usually do things, or maybe even how people usually see you do things. Interesting, it's coming through channel. But I feel like with the 7 of Wands and the 7 of Cups is telling you to keep going here, but don't let your own, I'm going to be real with you, Gemini, because we all do it in life. I don't care what anybody says. 7 of Wands can sometimes be, it's not in a reverse position, right? I don't read reversals just because I just don't read them. I can, they're easy, but I just don't. 7 of Wands can something with the 7 of Cups can mean, don't get lost in your own way of doing things. Like, don't let your ego become too big to the point. Because that's what I was saying, like with the Sun square Neptune, it's like sometimes we can let our own grandiosity get in the way, and we can miss out possibly on certain opportunities, or we can, you know, mess things up because we're letting our own sense of grandiosity or ego get in the way. So I would just be aware of that. But otherwise than that, I feel like it's telling you to shoot for the stars. And like I say, aim for the stars, and you may, you know, at least, you know, you can land on the moon. If you don't make it to the stars, it's still pretty fucking far. Something you're unaware of is the Wheel of Fortune and the Three of Wands. Yeah, Wheel of Fortune is a card of constant state of change, like I always say. It is a card of synchronistic changes too. But I do feel like there's some good changes around the corner for you. For some of you, it may require you to have to make certain adjustments in your life, but I feel like the adjustments will be easier than you think. Magician, Three of Wands here. Knight of Wands, Death card. Major transformation. I feel like this is finally like the breakthrough here in a way. Somebody in their last reading just had a breakthrough. I want to say it was one of the earth signs. No, I'll take that back. I want to say it was one of the water signs. So if you have water in your placements, I think it was Cancer. If you have Cancer placements, watch the Cancer reading. But you do have the Magician and the Three of Wands here. How to get through your challenge. Yeah, I feel like you're going to have to be the one to initiate this. And just to, I mean, honestly, it's really simple. Just to keep moving forward. Like, that's what I get, that this is really all this is saying here. Just to continue the process of your own personal goals here and what it is that you're after. And the Knight of Wands and the Death card is in your outcome. So I think the transformation has already happened with this Death card, because I clarified it and the Death card came out. And you have the Temperance in your challenge, right? So there's just things that you're having to do, you know, that are requiring you to make major changes. And I also get as well, Gemini, to where you it's almost like you've been in this period for maybe a while of just internal transformation and inner growth that's been happening. And sometimes it's like in your outcome, it's just like, when we talk about the Wheel of Fortune, we do talk about events, right, that happen, that are divine. And so there's these events that trigger like a domino effect and like launch you out of like this, out of the innovation period into the actual, like, you know, exploration of what it is that you're looking for, or what it is that you're going after. Some of you may stumble across something this is what's coming through. Some of you may stumble across I don't know how to explain it. There's just some type of energy that I feel like you will be able to notice and feel, but it's not tangible. It's like it's spiritual in a way. Let's pull your final outcome. Let's see what else kind of picking up on there. Justice, Ten of Wands, and you also have the Two of Cups here. There could be partnership that's starting to form. Like I said, what I was talking about earlier, I feel like you're just having to let's say you're already in a relationship, right? I feel like it's like you may be having to split up the responsibilities, right? That's just an example that I have for some of you, because I do see that in the reading. Others of you, if you're not like dealing with any partnership or relationship, there could be something new starting to form between you in a relationship. Now, it could be romantic or platonic, you'll know. And with the Justice and the Ten of Wands, it's like you're going to have to sort of reorganize things and do things a separate way in order for you to, not a separate way, but a different way, in order for you to, you know, sort of bring together this partnership or this relationship here. Very interesting, Geminis. Could be a Libra, Scorpio, fire sign, Taurus, Sag, Pisces. So yeah. Anything that you're letting go of, Gemini, let it go. All the stuff that's already been metaphorically decaying and rotting away, just let that transmute itself, because the new shit that you got going on, the other avenues of success that you're looking into, there's potential there. Now, the Justice card is a card of the cosmic law of balance. It's for every action there's a reaction. Ten of Wands is burden of responsibility. If you really want something to work, I feel like it's like telling you just to be aware of your time and your effort and how you're using that and managing that. And that's just me being real with you. So that's what I got for you, Geminis. I appreciate y'all for watching. As always, if you like the video, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button before you leave. Subscribe, hit the notification button bell as well. You'll get notified whenever I upload your videos. And yeah, follow me on Instagram. The link's down below. And I will talk to you all in the next one. Bye, Geminis.